Again, this is your voluntary choice to enter this plea.
It is.
Okay. And subject yourself to a mandatory life sentence.
Yes.
Okay. Miss Blair, what did you do to Stony Blair that makes you guilty of premeditated murder?
She raped my son. I intentionally killed her. I repeatedly punched her. On many occasions, my son, I told him to tell me every single thing she did to him. So as she was telling me, he was telling me more and more things that she did. I assaulted her every time he told me what she did to him. By assault, I mean I punched her. I have put a bag over her head till she lost consciousness. I threw hot water on her, scalding hot water from the faucet.
Did you hit her in the head with a wooden stick?
Yes, I hit her in her head multiple times, over and over.
Was that shortly before she died?
That was actually the day before she died and the day she died.
Did this happen on or about May 25th, 2014? To the best of your
May
recollection?
25th is actually the day she died. Well, the day I killed her.
And you said you killed her by putting a grocery bag over her head?
Yes, and I do not feel any remorse for what I did to Stoney. So I grabbed Steven, I grabbed a belt and I put a belt around his neck and I lifted him up like, do you like how this feels, being choked with a belt? So I dropped him, I held him up until he lost consciousness as well.
You were intending to...
No, I did not intend to kill Steven.
No, I'm not... Listen to my question. You were intending to inflict serious physical harm, but not kill him.
Definitely.
Okay. Did you also punch him?
Yes, I did.
Did you also kick him?
Yes, I did.
You talked about choking him. Did you also burn him?
Yes, I did.
Okay, how did you do that?
Hot water, scalding hot water after Steven died. And I told my son Matthew that, you know, I gotta go and I gotta go turn myself into the police. I gotta go turn myself in. And he said, turn yourself into what? And I said, Matthew, turn myself into the police. That means I gotta go because I killed somebody. And then he said, I don't want you to go. When he said that was it. So I put Steven in the freezer and I said, I'm gonna stay with my kids as long as possible. And I'm glad I did, because if I had not have done that, I would not have found out about Stoney. You see what I'm saying?
Shalom, it's G-Mess on its sit-downs, coming back with the video through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS. Peace and salutations to the elect. So yeah, you just saw the video concerning this this demon, so-called black woman, and I'm gonna make two videos concerning this thing, concerning women of Israel, and the first is gonna be named "The Woman of Israel, the Wicked." You know, and yeah, this video that you just saw showed you how wicked the women of Israel can be, man. And that's due to the curses, man. The curses that fell upon us. Because the women of our nation ain't supposed to be like this. Wicked in heart, murdering your own children. So, but it's a curse. It's a curse written in Deuteronomy 28, and we're gonna read about it. But if you think this is the only case wherein a woman of Israel does such a thing, then you're wrong, man. Because I have read multiple articles of a woman giving birth to a child, straight away put the child in a trash bag and go outside and throw her in a trash can, man. You know, multiple things, man. Children being thrown in the freezer, children being put in the oven, crazy shit. So yeah, let's read about it. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. And that's what's happening. That's what happened in the history of Israel, man. We didn't listen to the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. We didn't listen to the commandments. We didn't keep the commandments. We went off. We went to follow other gods, worship idols, and the children of Israel still worship idols, man. You know, and one of the curses is that we shall be cursed. It's written right here, verse 19. Cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in, when you are born, and cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out. So when we die, so these curses are not yet lifted off of us. So we still dealing with these curses, man. We are still dealing with these curses. And the reason that we know that these curses are about us is because you can clearly see it, man. The scriptures, this chapter speaks about that we went into slavery with ships. You know, we shall see it no more. What shall we see no more? The land of Israel, man. So we can clearly see that we are the children of Israel and these curses belong unto us. So let me go to the point concerning this woman. These women. Okay, so this is Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 56, still dealing with the curses. Here you can clearly see that this is one of the curses that you can add unto the children of Israel, man. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil towards the husband of her bosom. Yeah, you often see that when these women are cussing her husband out, faggot, you know, you a bitch, nigga, this and that. That's the evil eye towards the husband, man. You even got cases that these Israelite females cut off the dick of the husband in the sleep, shit like that. The husband dies and shit. That's the evil eye towards the husband, man. You know, screaming, cussing him out, and towards her son, towards her son, man, because a man is supposed to raise up his son. These women can do that because a son, first of all, is when he grows up, he becomes stronger. You know, if these women are so wicked, so the son will grow up looking at his mother, her wickedness, and become even more wicked. Women look at the outward appearance of people. They look at money, they look at status. So the son will grow up in that manner too. So her eyes shall be evil towards her husband of her bosom, and towards her son, and towards her daughter. These daughters are also being raised up looking for a man that has money, instead of the father being there and looking for a husband for his daughter that is smart, that has wisdom. You know, looking at what the mind state of the man is, instead of looking towards the wealth of the man. You know, so but the eye of the woman shall be evil against her son and her daughter. That's concerning this thing what you just saw, man. That's concerning the thing that you just saw. What did she do? She beat her children up. She boiled water and threw it over her son and her daughter. She choked her son out with a belt. She repeatedly stomped her daughter in the face. She put a bag over her head until she was unconscious, and then when they died, she put them in the freezer. That's some sick shit, man. That's the evil eye towards the children, and this is not the only case in which that happened, man. These things happen continually, especially in America. But not only that, man. Also these abortions, man. If you are committing an abortion, that's some pure wickedness, man. That's pure evil, man. You are taking away a life of a child that's not yours to take away, man. So this is Lamentations chapter 4 verse 9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. And these are things that are coming back again, because there, of course, there were tribulations through which Israel went through already during the Babylonian captivity, Egyptian captivity, Roman captivity, Greek captivity. That they was hungry, that we was poor and stuff. But this thing is coming back, man. Lamentations 4 and 9. That they that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. People in the times of famine to come are gonna be happy when they are being slain with the sword. You can see that in that movie. You can see that in that movie. What is the Road? That the man carries a gun with 2 bullets in it, one for his son and one for himself. That if someone catches them and is gonna eat them alive, because that's the thing that's coming to this place too, cannibalism, that he can pop a cap in his son's head and one in his own head, so he won't suffer. Because hey, you could be eaten alive, man, because there is a great hunger, a great famine. Things that are coming to this place are not to be imagined, man. So yeah, if you are slain with hunger, you die a horrible death, man. For these pine away, stricken true for want of the fruits of the field. The hands of the pitiful women have sodden their own children. They have sodden their own children. And if you look up that word sodden, it says bashal. Bashal, it means to boil, to cook, bake, roast, ripe, grow ripe. That's not it. To boil, cook. Boil, to be sodden. Dipping your own children in some sauce. That's sodden. And but also to boil, man. Boil, cook, bake. So these so-called black women, what they was doing when they became hungry during captivity, they was eating their own children, man. They was eating their own children. The hands of the pitiful women have eaten, cooked, boiled, dipped their own children. They were their meat in the destruction of the daughter of my people. They were their meat. They were their food. Their own children were the food of the daughters of Israel, man. That's the wickedness. That's the mind in which the women of Israel became lost, man. Pure wickedness, man. Just like the thing you just saw in the clip. It's pure wickedness. And these times are coming back, man. These times are coming back. That women are gonna say, today we eat your child and tomorrow we eat my child. So-called to survive. So that's the mind state of a woman of Israel nowadays, man. It's pure selfish, because when they are about to commit abortion, what do they think about? They think about themselves, man. They think about their own life. They think about what will come out of their own life, how they are gonna grow up and are not gonna be able to party anymore and have a good life because they are too young to have children or not ready to have children. They are selfish, only think about themselves and not think about the ways of the Most High, in which a new person is about to be born, man. So this is Proverbs 21:9. It is better to dwell in a corner of a housetop than with a brawling woman in a wide house. And that goes back to what I just read in Deuteronomy, where it says, her eye shall be evil towards her husband of her bosom. You know, it's better to dwell in the corner of a housetop, to be in the utmost parts of the house, than with a brawling woman in a wide house. You know, so to live and to survive and to eat and to, you know, do everything in a small corner of the house, than to be in a wide house. You can stand, you can go everywhere in the house, a big ass villa, but there is also a brawling woman in the house, a woman that always looks for a fight, a woman that always wants to have a discussion with you, not being humble, not being respectful unto her husband. You know, so it's better to have a small ass house, you know, or to only have a room in a house, a small room, than to be in a big ass house with a wicked woman, man, that always wants to have discussions, you know, always wants to fight, always, you know. Proverbs 30:20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth, and saith, I have done no wickedness. You know, and that's the shit that's been going on nowadays with these women, man. They commit adultery continually. They be fucking man left and right, man. This is what happened with the women of our nation. They think it's normal to have sex with multiple men. If you ask a woman how many dick you think you're supposed to get in your life, you know, they even think about it like, man, I think 11, 12. What's that for? What's that kind of wickedness, man? There you see what the mind state of the women of Israel is nowadays, man. They think there is really a number bonded to it, man. The number is one, man. You should have one. One man in your whole entire life, man. You know? But even when these women have found this one man, they still go out and have sex with other men during their relationship, man. That's why these women have multiple demons upon them, because every time a man busts a nut in a woman, the DNA of the man will stick in the woman forever, man. You know, that's why these women are so bugged out, man. They have multiple characteristics in themselves because of all these DNA, man. Because of all the seed that's been bust in them, man. So she wipes her mouth and said, I've done no wickedness. You know, they want to justify themselves in their wickedness continually. The thing that they are doing is fucking wickedness, man. It's pure wickedness. You know, together with the abortion. If you see the videos of how these abortions happen, man, the baby gets torn apart, man. Bit by bit, the leg gets torn off, then the other leg gets torn off, then the arms get torn off. It's not that they are being sucked out in a hole, man. They have this special sort of like a scissor, and they just rip off. No, they don't even cut, they rip it off, man. They rip off the legs, they rip off the arms, they rip off the head, and then they they rip off the body, you know, the chest and stuff, and then they crush the skull and take that out too. That's how that shit happens, man.
A process requiring 2 trips to the abortionist. Forceps are inserted through the enlarged cervix into the uterus. The body parts are grasped at random with a large, long-toothed grasping clamp. With the large, long-toothed grasping clamp, the abortionist twists the calcified limbs and other body parts from the unborn baby, and pulls them from the baby. which is capable of feeling pain, and proceeds to pull the calcified body parts out of the vaginal canal. The potential for injury to the woman can happen during this procedure. The remaining body parts, with the exception of the head, are grasped and pulled out through the vaginal canal. During this procedure, perforation of the uterus is possible. The head is then crushed in order to remove it through the vaginal canal. The placenta and remaining contents are then suctioned from the uterus. The body parts must be reassembled outside of the mother's body to be sure all was removed from the womb. If some body parts are missing, then the abortionist must continue to search for the missing body parts and
then these women want to justify that, yeah, because it's her choice and because it's her body and her life. That's how these wicked women of Israel nowadays justify the shit that they've been doing, man. They say, I've done no wickedness. But it's pure evil, man. Like this woman, like the woman you saw in the clip, man. Here she is, she murdered her 2 children and she be acting like she only did that out of defense for her other children, man. Proudly speaking that she doesn't regret the things that she has done. You know? And a murder of a child that's out of the womb is not different than a murder that you committed when the child was still in the womb, man. It's both murder. When a man attacks a pregnant woman that's with child and he kills the woman and also the child in the womb, he goes down for a double homicide, man, a double murder. But when the woman commits an abortion, she doesn't get nothing for that, man. But the man that killed the woman that's with child goes down for double murder, man, double homicide. So what's that all about? It's not right, man. But this whole queendom is not right. And because we was not right, we have been placed in a kingdom that's not right, and our women became not right, man. To punish us, to punish the man of Israel. Romans chapter 1 verse 25. Who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie, and worshipped and served the creature more than the Creator. Gone. You got niggas out there that be smoking weed and be serving this weed, man. They think weed is God. They think a statue of Caesar Borgia is God. They think, you know, this Mecca stone is God, man. Who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie, and worshipped and served the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. For this cause the Most High gave, because of this, because we went to serve other gods, because of this the Most High gave them up unto foul affections. That's what it says. For this cause the Most High gave them up unto foul affections. For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. And what's that? Being a dyke, man. Becoming a lesbian. So, because we went to serve other gods, the Most High gave them up unto foul affections, man. Not even wanna be with men anymore. They go and lie with women, man, which is against nature. There are 2 sodomites, man. 2 dykes, 2 faggots, you know, and that's very common nowadays in this world, man. Israelite females being faggots, you know, the natural use. And if they don't turn away to be with another woman, they will turn away and be with a cracker, man, with the Edomite, you know. And that's the punishment of the Heavenly Father, man, that our own women turn our backs unto us and be with crackers, man, being with the devil. But if they want to do that, their punishment is also gonna come, man. because it says, even though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished, man. So the punishment of these devils, of these crackers, is gonna come anyways, man. Also, if Eve, the so-called black woman, wants to protect her, protect him, you know. So this is Sirach chapter 25, verse starting with verse 16. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with the wicked woman. Gone, because hey, it's better to die than to live your life with a wicked woman, man. That stresses you out continually. Here you being in slavery, you come home and your stress only multiplies, man, when you keep house with a wicked woman. Here you done with working on the plantation, you come home and the stress you receive is even more. Verse 17, the wickedness of a woman changeth her face and darkeneth her countenance with sackcloth, like sackcloth. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly. You know, when you're just chilling with your friends and then your wife calls you, you know, like you are a piece of shit, man. That's what you get when you dwell with a wicked woman, man. You will sit amongst your brethren, you will sit amongst your you know, Akiam, and she will scream at the top of her lungs and call you, man, and you will sigh bitterly, man. You're gonna be like, this fucking bitch, man, calling me again, because that's what she is there, man. A bitch, a shameless woman that screams at the top of her lungs. Verse 19, all wickedness is but a little to the wickedness of a woman, man. All wickedness is but a little, man, to the wickedness of a woman. Because women do the most wicked shit upon the planet Earth, man. You know, that's why they are of their father the devil, man, who is Esau. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. As the climbing up a sandy way as to the feet of the aged, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man. Gone, if you are a quiet man, if you're a man that's silent, you know, don't speak much words, don't want to battle too much. A woman that is full of words, full of anger, full of discussion, is the same as if you want to climb up a sandy way, man, a sandy hill. You know, when you're old, you want to climb up, but you can't get up, man. It's no use.
The fuck now, because I'm tired of your ghetto ass and his gay ass talking to me like I'm dumb. Bitch, I didn't order fries. I ordered ice cream, dumb ass. How am I waiting on fries to get done and I didn't order none? That's what I'm talking about. So you try to talk to me like I was stupid. Bitch, I know what I ordered. How about that? You want to read it? Dumb ass. Read the screen. They tell you to read the screen. There ain't no fucking fries up there with no goddamn 20-piece fucking nuts. I'm easy. Now easy. I'm just waiting. Since you tried to talk to me like I was dumb, answer me that with your dumb ass. Don't be quiet now, because I got a stick in my purse like a stick in your ass, bitch. What? Hand? Do you want it? Because I'll give it to you. Just like that, motherfucker. Watch who the fuck you think you talking to in this bitch. I'm not one of these simple-minded ass bitches that thought you was cute, bitch. Give me my money. I paid with a fucking card. Now hurry up so I can swipe my shit and get up out this ghetto, motherfucker. How about that?
In that same manner is it with when you dealing with a loudmouth woman, man. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure. A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. A wicked woman abated the courage. Yeah, a wicked woman makes the courage of a man less. Maketh an heavy countenance and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees. Come, when a man is in distress, this woman supposed to comfort her husband, man, instead of putting more stress upon him. And that's what they've been doing, man. You know, you always see it in these movies when Jay comes home and he lost his job, already in distress. What does this woman do? She puts more stress upon him, man. You know, and that goes for these Latinas, that goes for these Indianos, that goes for these so-called black women, man. They're all the same, man. They make feeble hands, they make weak hands and feeble knees. They make you feel like shit, man. Verse 24, of the woman became the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Gone. Because what was the beginning of sin? Eve, man. Eve. Adam was not supposed to die, man. They was not supposed to die. But because they turned their backs against the Heavenly Father, because Adam followed his wife, and his wife decided to go unto this other nation and get of their beliefs, get their philosophies, and believe in that, and show her man these philosophies, even though the Heavenly Father said don't go unto them. You know, that's the reason that we die, man, because of the woman. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to get abroad. You know, and the word gad goes back to the Hebrew, which means troop. You know, don't let your woman be outside too much and get abroad, being in a group. Because what do women do when they are in a group? All of a sudden they have a big ass nutsack. They think they all dead when they walk in a group. When a woman walks alone and she sees a nice guy, she's not gonna act like an idiot and whistle at him, wink at him and shit. She doesn't do that. But when she's with her girls, oh shit, that's when the wickedness comes, man. That's when the wickedness comes. When a woman is together with her girlfriends and she goes out, that's when the wickedness starts, man. You know, going out, being in the club. Her girlfriends know that she has a husband, but they will say, "Yeah, he isn't here. What's the matter? He isn't here. Just go home with him. Just go home with this guy." Fucking adulterous woman, man. You know, that's the shit that will happen, man. When you let a woman get abroad, that's when all the wickedness comes. That's why the scriptures say, give the water no passage. Don't allow her to do whatever she wants, man. Because from the women became the beginning of sin. Verse 26, if she go not as thou wouldest have her, so if she doesn't want to listen to her man, if she doesn't want to do how you want things to happen, cut her off. Cut her off from thy flesh, because as soon as you have sex, as soon as you marry, you become one flesh. So she is part of your flesh, but if she doesn't want to listen to you, if she wants to be disobedient continually, cut her off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorce and let her go. You know, she can get the step in. She can get the step in, man. But yeah, for concerning men, there are ways how you can deal with in these kind of situations and deal with the woman, man. You know, especially how we see that these women are all wicked, man. Micah chapter 7 verse 5. Trust ye not in a friend, put ye not confidence in a guide. Keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom. You know, don't tell her everything. She doesn't have to know everything, so don't tell her everything. Keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom, because she can and she will use it against you eventually. This is the last scripture, Sirach chapter 9 verse 1. Be not jealous of thy wife of thy bosom, and teach her not an evil lesson against thyself. You know, because the thing that happens when you rebuke your wife, This is something that can happen when you rebuke a wife with the scriptures. She will and she can tell you, like, okay, so where are the scriptures about how men have to be, you know? And if you teach her that, she's gonna use it against you, man. She is 100% gonna use it against you. If you show her the ways how a man's supposed to be, she's gonna say, hey, you're not doing this, you're not doing this, you're not doing this. She's gonna use it against you, man. So that's why you should not teach her an evil way, an evil lesson against thyself. Because she will lay a snare for you and you will fall into it, man. That's a wicked woman, man. So with that, I'm gonna say call Allah Yahweh Bar Shimei Shai. Gonna make the next part concerning the righteous women of Israel. Stay tuned. Shalom.